SHODO-O!
ドライバー Dangerous Zombie!
Hey guys, welcome to the 77th episode of the Soda Pop Podcast. As always, I'm your host of Frozen Stratos. Here with me today we have...
Josh.
Go, Ghost! I don't know if anyone's going to hear the first version.
Boo, it's Halloween! But not when you're listening to this. As it turns out, we recorded an episode last week. Did not go up. There was some difficulties. We may have a special edition version of it just to post for fun. Because we recast Malunis as a robot that time. So
Spoilers, we're going to be talking about the most predicted SHODO-O.
And then
I
we
played the
fired
robot
George
role
Lucas.
last night,
Yeah.
so...
Oh, good. Everyone talk at once. That helps. So hey, we have a lot of news. We didn't fully plan all this out because there's just a lot to talk about, and we're just gonna bounce around a bit.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna make it easier on future version of me, and there may or may not be time codes in there in the description. If there are, it's gonna be a mess. So just listen to the whole thing. So we have SHODO, shodo-x, everything under the sun. I think except Shodo Pokemon. But we do have Shodo Digimon. There's a lot of Rider stuff that we will get to. But I wanted to make mention of the Shodo Digimon stuff quickly, just to get this information out there. First off, we got our looks at Shodo Digimon 3. Those were the ones that were teased. So there's no Omnimon, Lilymon, and Badger with hammers. Yeah, my favorite one.
It's so good.
But it's up for pre-order right now on Premium Bandai Japan. But around the same time, Premium Bandai USA put up Shodo Digimon 2. So you can, I believe, still purchase that into December. It won't come out for a bit, but buy it. So that's the thing. They did not announce Shodo Digimon 3 in the US, but the first and second ones happened. I really hope they make this thing a trilogy here.
People like Digimon.
Yeah,
I think it's
a
fair
Digimon
bet.
Try, right? So there are three waves. You could do 3 of them on the,
I've heard of that before.
Yeah, you know it.
That's a canon.
And also, there was nothing teased for Shodo Digimon 4, so we don't know what all is going to happen with that. Maybe they could just change the name to Shodo Digimon X, because that's just sort of what Candy Toy does now.
Resort to a liver.
We don't know. Yeah. And then also, one final note: people are getting their Shodo Digimon 1s in. If you watch RRR The Streets each week, Rai showed hers off, and her wave layout was not the best. I believe it was
I thought we were doing
more Greymons.
Yeah.
Huh?
Were we gonna have a guessing game?
I mean, like, you already saw it, Josh.
Yeah.
And really the only one that's guessing is Malunis, and
I'm
I feel
gonna-
like we
I'm
don't
gonna-
have too much time.
I'm just gonna guess real quick that the really popular one got way too many.
Yeah, well, not way too many.
3.
There were 3. 3 War Greymons. Out of this box of 6, 3 War Greymons, so that's half of it gone. 2 of whoever isn't Angelwoman. Was it Angelwoman? Or no, Angelmon. I don't remember, but the distribution is all out of whack. There's going to be 1 with 1 figure per case. You cannot share this with a friend. It is quite unfortunate.
No friends allowed.
So, yeah. It really sucks, but it also makes sense because, consider what these boxes are. These are just waves. These are just cases of waves. We just named them differently.
Yeah.
And
they actually have dedicated names in Japan. we just call them assortments, like case assortments.
Right. I can't remember the whole wave, but War Greymon is the main character one, so that makes sense, unfortunately.
Yeah.
We've seen that in SHODO.
It's not a surprise, it's just a little bit depressing.
Yeah.
But you know what wave layout was not depressing, but was still a surprise? Bam! Yeah, that's right. I got shodo-x too. And I have not opened them yet. It's still in box. But it's so good. It's such a good wave layout. And we have some news information as well that the blog gave us. So I did want to run down what we got, and I only ever saw the one wave distribution that Malunis had shown from someone. So I didn't know fully if that was indicative of all of them, because sometimes it's variants. But there are 3 mudmen people. There are 2 accessory sets. There are 2 of each of the armor and body parts for Horsey Boy, Moon Crescent Man.
Garza.
Garza is what I said. And then 3 Silver Rangers. So yeah. It works out really well.
Garza's face is
on
painted.
Top of that, yeah. Oh, well, we haven't gotten to that part yet. I'm just doing the wave breakdown.
Right.
I'm just saying, you've got 3 of the army builders, which is great, and you also have 3 silvers, so, Yudo's not going to get to everything. So you've got 1 silver with a silver stripe.
This could be it for all we know.
You can turn one of them into silver with a black stripe, and then the third one, you could turn into silver with evil on him. So,
aren't you going to have to do some tiny bit of painting to his changer?
Yeah. I mean, like, it is just painted in orange, so I am going to be fine with just blobbing on some purple on it.
Yeah, that's all you really need. So.
I'm not following Kiramager, the whole thing with the evil Kirame Silver. It's very small changes, so you think it's possible that was like a last-second thing that Toei did, and Bandai is kind of frantically figuring out what to do for the next wave?
Not even just the next wave.
Their changer was done almost immediately.
That's true.
Or rather, they were ready with it.
And then I think they had to end up using it again because I know it's being used in the show right now because I don't think it was selling very well at all.
Nope, not really.
They kept.
Guess whose fault that is?
They kept tweeting numerous times. They're like, "Hey, please pre-order this."
Yeah, basically what I'm getting at is the fact that they didn't include it makes me wonder if it was like a last-second thing. But also, I guess this gives them something to fill out a wave because, as we learned from Ryu Soldier last year, they have so little going on. They had to repack Kirame Red or Ryu Soul Red.
Yeah,
I mean, this probably could not have been done in time, but like we're still missing like an entire wave of new stuff for them. For just about all of them, and I don't want this to become like a big thing. But
I mean, hey, we got to see Dino Fury figures yesterday, so that's when we'll finally get the Ryu Soldier stuff we missed. We'll just have to have Hasbro
in 6 inches.
Wait, there's
maybe 6 inches tall. Not going to work with your Yudo figures.
Well, yeah, but I mean, because they would have to do.
It would go good with your Sentai Figure Arts collection, which is 90% non-figure arts.
I mean, they would have to do like a whole...
Because there's only so many figure arts releases. I'm saying that most of your figure arts collection for Sentai is going to be like Lightning Collection.
Probably.
Yeah. Anyway, the Dino Fury stuff looks pretty neat. Bit weird to include original weapons and ignore the main one.
I mean, this isn't our show, but they did note that, like, as a designer, it's really awesome to get to come up with just some stuff or whatever.
Yeah,
like it was a very strange decision, but if it helps their creative freedoms, then that's fine. We get something new and different.
Yeah, I'm definitely down for it. It's just like I looked at it like bit of a weird decision, but it shows that you're putting in more effort than you need to? Question mark. That's good.
Big asterisk on that one, for
Yeah.
sure.
Designing entirely new weapons.
Once again.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Once again, not our show, but
Yeah.
those happened. Hey, let's talk about Cure Major, where we got some neat information coming out about, I guess, first off, let's talk about Garza, because the Garza we got was not the Garza that they started with. They were working on one of the models, and were like, what if completely different? What if, why not, we can't do this one again.
I know that feeling from doing 3D printing stuff.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
What if just not that?
Hey, toy design, fun. So yeah, they basically scrapped it. They changed a lot of the proportions and gave some extra, like, some added, I believe it was hinges in the front skirt and an extra mounting point on the shoulder pad just to give him a little more range of motion. It's pretty good. Like, I really like it. And we never, ever get anything like this in terms of, like, pre-production samples for figure. I don't know. Yeah, we haven't gotten, like, a true... No, we have. We have gotten I guess a very different prototype than what we actually saw. Because if you remember Shodo Super Go-Go 5, there were some key differences.
Oh,
like the initial one
on the head or whatever.
Initial one, it had the gap in the back of the neck.
Right. I forgot about that.
And then in the revised version, they had the extra piece in the bigger hole in the back of the neck.
Yeah.
That's right. I forgot about
that. I almost did. The last time we recorded this, I said something different. I think, and then, we've never gotten something like this, so it is really nice seeing, like, the behind the scenes there. Once again, Candy Toy being the most open and transparent of all of the toy companies that I've witnessed. I mean, the Hasbro's getting there. It's showing off more and more stuff.
Yeah, I feel like that's just kind of a result of them being forced to do these live streams.
Yeah, that's
they gotta fill it
like,
with something.
I do appreciate that they're turning these development things, like development blogs and stuff, and basically making them into content itself. And
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it a lot. But
yeah, it gives us this really awesome way to present this interesting information that we otherwise would not have gotten.
Exactly. Yeah, I just love getting to see any of this stuff whenever we can. So
yeah, absolutely. So yeah, that's Garza, looking good. Fully painted head, like Malunis said earlier. Speaking of heads, let's talk about the Muddites. I keep calling them that. I don't even know if that's their name.
I don't even know what their name is. So.
The version of this episode that didn't come out, you referred to them as batshits.
Oh yeah, batshits. What was that about? I don't remember.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
Why did I call them Muddites just now? What are these?
Frankly, I just figured, oh yeah, that's probably close to what it is, and Corey is just making a joke.
I mean, yeah, probably. That makes sense. I vaguely remember that.
That's a you thing, yeah.
Yeah. But you know what it is, a shodo-x thing? It's for them to change things almost last minute. I don't even know if this is like a shodo-x thing, but it's something shodo-x did. At the last second, they added an extra hinge joint to the neck because they really wanted that slouch. They wanted that primal looking slouch.
We'll love to see it.
It works out really great. I appreciate it, and it's weird. I don't know what the exact timeline is, but they said it was a last minute inclusion, and I don't know. I love things like that. Like they were waffling on it for a while, and they were like, "No, let's do it. Let's go do it."
This was probably an easier last minute thing than whatever it was for Saber. Like there was some sort of joint that they were like, Yeah, let's do it. Last second.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's so strange. This wave? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 out of 12. 7 out of 12 of these are bad guys.
Yeah.
Boxes.
True.
Yeah, so,
True.
like, it is overwhelmingly evil here.
And there's no lemons.
There's no lemons. I have 0 lemons in my
Yeah.
We'll get to them soon.
That's true.
Sure.
We will. We will.
It's doubly weird because it's like I've always understood that bad guys don't really sell well in Japan, and then also there's the fact that Sentai doesn't. It feels like they are almost allergic to making Sentai figures. So it's like, wow, this wave. Am I right?
Yeah. And, like, we've talked about it before, but there's no red to be found, and it's very, very strange. I don't know how this will sell. Genuinely, I don't.
Oh, that's a good point, actually.
Yeah.
See,
This is a gamble. This is something unlike we've gotten before.
What I was going to say was, it's making me realize, because I think I said this earlier on when we first got a look at this stuff and all the improvements they did to the articulation, ball joint wrists. It seems like they really want to branch out, and maybe
They
this is.
did, but that wasn't like one of
Hopefully
the main
they can
things that they
branch
said they were
out
changing
to
about Yudo.
actually completing something.
I hope we get there. I hope we get to the point where we actually finish.
Because that'd be very nice.
Yeah, for once.
You know what? Since we're getting this many bad guys, what the heck? Why don't we get a monster from episode 1? Why don't we get the other guy who summons the monsters?
Oh, is this the part where you make outlandish claims just so that they do eventually happen?
Yeah.
If
No monsters.
if that is
in any candy
if it
toy
is
line.
that portion of the night, then I would like to say, shodo-x, you had better finish off Lupat and Re-Soldier.
No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go even further.
And while you're at it, Q-Ranger.
Yeah, I was gonna say Q Ranger. You gotta go that far back.
Yeah. You can't.
I
Finish
really
what you
want
started.
to.
Yeah.
Can't just make 3 figures and say you're done.
No,
I know.
Never.
Like,
You
it's
can't.
upsetting to me that really the only figure options for Q Ranger are the Safubi figures,
Yeah.
like both scales of Safubi.
I know,
It's-
right?
I mean, no
It's a shame.
shade on that. Well,
That's why I had to buy
No.
them.
I was one of the people holding out hope that Hasbro would take up
Yeah.
the Scramble City Megazords.
Yeah.
Why didn't they? Whatever.
I know that would have been such
Um,
a good toy line.
It would have. I don't know why it wasn't
I know,
a good toy line
I
that they
know.
did, but
It's
Yeah,
okay
right.
because
Wow.
we're getting slabs with stickers on them now, so it's fine.
Really, that actually really confirmed my suspicion of, okay, so Power Rangers cares about the figures, Sentai couldn't care less about the figures.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
mean, it's a good trade-off question mark.
It's always funny because to get a complete like Sentai toy line, you need to buy both versions of it.
Yeah. And some don't even have it.
Yeah.
Poor Juoger
Hmm.
left out in the... I feel like all they got, you got the Safabis, the different version of the Safabis, and then also, like, the little minifigures you got in the
Oh,
right.
covers.
See, that's a shame too because I really really loved the Geoger mech. I think those
Yeah.
are really cool.
Yeah. I need to go back and get those. Those are probably like $1 or $2 on Mandarake. I wouldn't put it past people clearancing those out.
Every time
Um,
I can't remember if it's on CS Toys or To Collectibles, but there was a time where every time I would be browsing their catalog, I would see just one of the mini Plageur sets going for really cheap, and I just think, maybe not today, maybe next time. Because it's not the first one. I want the
It's
first.
like how CS Toys
Yeah.
almost every single week in their used toy thing get a Sengoku driver. It's like an every week occurrence.
Wait, really?
Basically, they like almost always have Sengoku drivers, it seems.
Oh wow. They always for sure though have file not found.
That is true. That comes out of
that's very helpful every night. Yeah,
every single night.
Those. Hey, I don't have a smooth transition for this. Let's move into some Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
Ooh. Not a super mini plot?
Oh yeah, that. All right, I got this.
Yeah,
I'll cover this in like a minute. Let's do it.
Yeah, Josh, you take it.
So, let's do this a second time. So the mini plot, Bioman stuff for the man, exactly. The Bioman stuff for Super Mini Plot was teased last month in a silhouette of Bio Robo, and of course we are getting Bio Robo and Bio Dragon, which is basically one nice articulated robot and one rectangle. So
hell yeah, rectangle that turns into a different rectangle.
That's right. Yeah, basically a cube into
Showa Sentai.
That is definitely yep. I mean, it is cool because it makes it nice display purposes for when you separate it into the individual biojets. There's a lot of really cool weapon storage, especially the chlorine canister that comes with the bio.
It's not a chlorine canister. It is a oh shoot! It's a neutralizer. Like a chlorine-based gas
chlorine neutralizer can. That's right. I knew it was somewhere like that. So yeah, the Bio Robo comes with that and his sword and everything like that. What is really neat is they molded the Biomen sitting into the cockpits of the individual biojets. So you have red and pink in the first one, and you have green, blue, and yellow in the second one, which they noted was something different compared to the original deluxe toy from the 80s, because the Pink 5 was not in the cockpit in the original one. They could only fit one of the little minifigures in there. But now they molded both of them. And then the Bio Dragon comes with like a special kind of like charged up sword finisher attack kind of thing. And all of that, every single accessory can fit onto the Bio Dragon somewhere. There's a bunch of little compartments, which is really neat. And
that I appreciate.
Absolutely, yeah.
I appreciate the weapon storage.
I love toy storage and accessories and stuff like that being, somewhere where you won't lose them, especially the canister. You can't lose the canister.
Oh yeah, most important weapon.
So those come out, I think it was I want to say it was February, because Bandai's dropping every pre-order in the world in February, so that probably sounds about right. So yeah, if you are a collector of all of this stuff at once, like all three of the big shows, then your premium Bandai budget for February, oh boy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was pretty sure it's February. But they did tease at the end of this, because I'm just going all off the top of my head because I don't have the thing pulled up right now, so I'm just trying to remember it all. But the last thing to mention real quick about Bioman stuff is that, so we were expecting that, when we get a Shodo superset, since we did for Sun Vulcan and Go-Go 5, the last two Sentais to get Shodo stuff, or to get Mini Plus stuff. So they teased not Bioman themselves, but they teased a silhouette of one of their main villains from the show, and he's kind of a pretty iconic Toku villain in general, and that is Bio Hunter Silva, who was also known as Rider Hunter Silva in the first Superhero Tyson.
Okay, so today I learned that apparently they did a stream of that movie, not in the US, but just in Japan. Mm-hmm. So that answers my question of why now. Good timing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fair.
Well, I feel like
I could assume, that character's probably very popular. He was also in that movie, so that makes sense. But
yeah, he is pretty popular.
It now makes more sense because they recently streamed that movie.
I don't know if that was the vertical that they were attempting to capture with that bit of news. Just because, I think, it is, I don't want to say the easiest thing in the world, but it is more predictable for them to do, hey, yeah, Shoto Super, it's happening again. It's what you thought it was going to be, but more of it.
Yeah.
But this time, they were like, oh, hey, before we can set a precedent, we're going to throw a curveball. Bam!
I remember we talked about the last time, if we were wondering, will this be an Endagava Zeba situation and be like an individual villain release for him? Or, will he be thrown in with the Biomen, which I feel is the less likely option? Or maybe it's possible. I don't know. But are we even going to get the Biomen? I assume we will. But
I was going to say, it could go either way because have we gotten a retail release of any of these yet? Nope.
No, we have not.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it'd be really straight. It'd be kind of like, if all we got was Biohunter Silva, that would kind of, I don't want it to happen, but that would kind of be hilarious.
That would be hilarious, but I feel like it's just, what would be the point then?
Yeah, but also SH Figure Arts Go Say Night.
Oh,
SH Figure Arts anything.
That's true. But Go Say Night specifically. The 6th Ranger,
if even
I
that.
guess he kind of was more popular than the main character, I guess.
Well,
I don't know.
I feel like
I wasn't
6
quite there for all the discourse.
I feel like 6th are kind of a special case where it's like they can be more, like you kind of just said, they can be more popular than the main team. I feel like the worst defenders are all those teams that they started and just didn't finish.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or that we got like half of them and they just stopped. Like Bokenger, they did half of them and stopped.
Oh, man.
I mean, like...
Deca Master, who never got one?
Yeah, Deca Master,
It's-
Break,
it's-
and all those other ones.
It's not too dissimilar to, like, when they attempt to do mainline figures sometimes. It's like, hey, Tokugers, but only the guys.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
Ninja Steel.
Yeah.
Or, Ninja
Ninja.
people.
The
Ninja.
those training mode
But
figures.
only the dudes,
Yeah.
and like, we're not even gonna make a new mold. We know America's doing this real soon, so we're just gonna team up.
Or
on this
like
mold.
Lightning Collection and the Beast Morphers team.
Oh, they'll get there eventually.
I hope so.
Once they become nostalgic.
At least, I mean, we're talking mainline though, and they got to everyone mainline.
Oh yeah, I guess yeah, they did. Well, I mean, mainline is missing like some villains and stuff, but yeah, Ranger wise, they got it covered. But basically, bottom line, Bandai and Hasbro are pretty notorious for just not finishing things. So
Do you
Well,
think?
like at least
that?
at least with Lightning, they were like, we're definitely not finishing everything. We're just cherry picking.
no, yeah, I know that's
Deal
never
with
been its approach, was to finish things, but still,
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah, it was always supposed to be anthology, just kind of, random. Although they did mention at PulseCon that they kind of want to switch directions to being more complete. So,
I mean, I would hope that that's the idea.
yeah.
I mean, genuinely, that was one of the major things that like made me sell off all my Lightning figures.
No, and I totally get that, because it's like you would buy all these and you would have no idea if you're ever going to complete the team or not.
No, exactly, and it's like you're starting a brand new scale with nothing else, and you want me to have an incomplete collection?
Oh yeah, no, I totally understand. I mean, we are 59 figures in, and only a Mighty Morphin is done.
I was about to say, I'm actually really surprised that none of the recent series have even been tackled yet at all. It's
Yeah,
like, what's?
I mean, Beast Morphers was almost done.
Maybe
I mean that's different. 'Cause
maybe I'm thinking with a kind of common writer mentality where I'm like, shouldn't you be doing the more recent series since people know them?
Yeah, I would think. But speaking of more
But then
recent Rider
also-
series,
I feel like as much as they want to do female figures and they've been more or less successful with it, there's still that stigma with all of the retailers that like, hey, Bandai really screwed us over with all these girl figures, just clogging shelves. I could probably walk into a Target right now and get a Lightning Collection Ninja Storm Blue.
Not even
pick one of those up for like $2.
Not even Lightning Collection.
Not even Lightning Collection. It would be the Legacy one.
yep.
Yeah. So I mean, it was Bandai that set that precedent of having things clog shelves, and they could not get more.
I think at the end, GameStop had some of them for like literal cents.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. They're like, it was very close to just, we'll pay you to take them.
Hey, you're the 47th customer today. Here, you got a special giveaway. Get it away.
I mean,
You get 50
It would
legacy
cost-
figures.
it would cost more money for them to gather them all up and burn them because you need the transportation cost. So giving them to people for money to take them away, it's not out of the realm of possibility.
It's true.
Get a game at get a job at GameStop. There, now you can get.
Speaking of,
I don't think
Bad
you
at-
can
oh.
anymore.
Oh, I thought
Well,
you were just going to say.
speaking of-
I thought you were just going to say in general bad advice.
both.
I mean, yeah, in general, bad advice, but also
Yeah.
most of them are going on.
well,
Ooh.
speaking of GameStop and games,
Yeah, Malunis, you can take this. I don't want it.
So, were you wondering what other X8 characters they might make? Well, then you're not following X8.
Were you wondering what other X8 character they might make?
In SHODO-O? Perhaps Paradox?
SHODO-O.
What show are you watching?
I'm sorry, who? He's not the one screaming in my face 24/7.
They made the figure that they could just repaint from X8? Whoa.
Yeah. I mean, like,
I think this was kind of like
Go ahead.
predicting ball-jointed hands for Soto Saber. It's like everyone's just like,
Yeah.
yeah, this is a given. This
That's
absolutely
gonna happen, right?
I mean, like, what wasn't a given was that, hey, the whole way.
I mean,
No, oh yeah, no. The
Wait,
amount
what
of
do you
him,
mean?
no.
I
The whole way.
I feel like I may be wrong here, but I feel like I might have made a joke about this being a thing.
You might have.
I don't remember. I'm sure someone could bring it
Yeah.
up, but
I think I was expecting more of like, they would pick either level 2 or level 0, and then if they
Yeah.
did zombie, you would have a belt. You
Oh.
could change the belts.
Yeah,
Not-
I think I even said one time that at this point, post Exade, it would probably be level 0.
Probably, yeah. That's more of what he's seen as now.
But yeah,
and
yeah,
like,
it's
I feel like I know it was obviously going to be Genom, but technically, aren't all the main riders on the table because all of them were assholes to Emu at some point?
yeah.
At most points of the show.
You could.
So, like, all of them could work in O.
They could have put like half of the Mighty Brothers in O, since
Ooh.
they even fought before.
You get the blue one in this one, but the orange one in that one.
Oh, that would have. That may have been clever,
Yeah,
but
or it could have been spoilers. Who knows?
well, I was also going to say, but also how far apart are they being released? So that probably. Anyway,
Yeah.
this wave includes level Action Gamer level 2 gem, Action Gamer level 0 gem, which is just with silver stripes.
Yep.
Then you have
Hashtag Team Silver
Zombie
Stripe.
Gamer level 10, and then also Zombie Action Gamer level 0x. Yeah.
Yay! I mean, I will say I do really like that suit.
Yeah.
Still don't like Dan, but I really like that suit.
Yeah.
It's one of
The
my
zombie
favorites
suit is
so
so
far.
good.
The thing that it has over Soto for now is the fact that it has different hands, so you can have them doing the poses.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
And you know what? Less stickers, more paint.
Mm,
Always love it.
yeah.
And specifically for the X8 stuff,
Yeah.
because those stickers were trash garbage.
Mm, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I also just realized if they made Cronus, they could probably just like modify parts of the X8 suit for that. And hey, if they made Cronus, then they'd also technically made Wizard's Cloak.
I mean, they've also technically made Cronus the final form or whatever the hell with gold.
Wait, what? Shodo?
Game Disc
Right.
Chronos.
Well, you're saying that Shodo has already made it?
No, you're saying if they made Kronos, then they've made Wizard's Cloak.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, but then also if they made Kronos, they've also made a second
Ah,
form.
yes. Game Days Cronus, yes.
Yep.
Sure, yeah.
That's
I
what
don't
it
know
is.
what day it is, but sure.
It's Halloween.
Oh! Boo! Trick or treat!
So yeah, and also some Blade
I'm
stuff.
glad that killed it.
Some Blade stuff, which
Yeah,
it's
Joker Undead and
The albino Joker.
and
yeah.
Liangle, he's also there. He wants to be
the
strong.
plump man himself, Liangle.
He wants to be plump and strong. Yes.
Hold on, I gotta pull up the actual quote. That is one of my favorite things in the world. Yeah, keep talking about how the undead Joker is not using the mold twice.
Yes, so in case you didn't know from looking at the Joker Undead, asymmetrical design. Albino Joker, asymmetrical design, but the other way.
Yep, it
Basically.
is mirrored. It's a mirrored man.
That's neat. I did not... you don't really get to see that suit for very long in the show, as far as I can remember, so I never really noticed that. That's a neat detail.
Yeah, I didn't either, because like I had known about both the Jokers before, but never really. I only picked up on the color swaps, not the actual design. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never did either because I've never seen this thing before in my life.
Yeah, I know, Corey. I know.
Yeah.
I was about to say, but I was about to say
you
you've seen the conclusion to Blade in Geo, but then I realized no, they never actually showed that suit.
Oh, yeah, they didn't. But you know what? They also never did show the scythe. Apparently, that was from a magazine or something, and it just never showed up in the movie? Question mark. I don't know. Someone quote tweeted me on Twitter about it.
Huh.
And I was like, all right, I'm just gonna take this at face value.
You know what?
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that at all. So
That's
Yeah.
not out of the realm of possibility because for Geo, speaking of, another Agito was supposed to have weapons too, and those never showed up in the show. Those only showed up in magazines.
oh, I don't.
Oh, really?
I can't remember.
Oh,
that.
yeah, the knife thing.
Yeah. And
I
apparently,
forgot about that.
apparently, when the actual Agito fought, he briefly was using one of the weapons intended for that monster. So that was weird. Man, Geo.
Oh,
Geo. Anyway.
Geo's a time, man. Hey, did you know that Kamen Rider Wrangle was adjusted so that it can produce a feeling of plumpness that is close to the image in the play?
A powerful thickness.
Does yours say a powerful?
No, that was the way that they described Valkyrie's thighs in one blog.
I'm not surprised. I don't know how that did not stick in my memory like it has with yours.
I
just can't get out of my head the plumpness for Liangle.
It never left my head because it's a very funny and slightly inappropriate mistranslation.
Yeah. Hey, also card holder is also important.
Yeah, card holder.
Yeah, you can hold it. So that's Liangle.
And it can hold cards.
Nice to meet you.
That's basically completing Blade if you ignore the movie. Which you can't because Albino Joker is here, so you can't ignore the movie.
Yep.
I mean, you can just not open the Joker box.
No, I mean...
You can throw it away.
You can't...
You can throw it away!
What I'm saying is, Shodo cannot ignore the fact that they haven't completed Blade. Because they've gotten this far.
I see. Also,
Well, they haven't done any of the
say-
forms either, but...
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Premium Bandai!
Yep.
Certain main riders don't have any of their other forms, but you know what? Dan, we got you. We're making all of your forms.
Well,
didn't think
Akito
of-
got pretty complete.
I didn't
so-
think about that, that's true.
It's close. Yeah, I'm pretty... Who's missing some of their forms?
Everyone?
Pretty much everyone,
Fuga?
yeah. I guess.
Everyone who had more than one
almost
form?
everyone. There's...
Well, I think the thing is that like a lot of Shodo has Showa riders who didn't have other forms,
Yeah.
so like, it's not as noticeable.
Yeah.
And the ones who did,
Yeah.
which was basically just like Stronger and Ichigo and stuff, they
And-
basically covered most of them.
You could...
I mean, Ichigo still needs his ghost form.
He does need his
Ah,
buff Ichigo form. That's right.
I was about to say, if you
Yeah.
really, really, really want to get technical with Showa, there's also like 3 characters who had slightly updated suits at some point. So it's like
Yeah.
I think
like they're kind
I
of-
think with Skyrider
yeah.
it was like one episode they suddenly switched to a suit with slightly more saturated colors.
Yeah, there's 2 Skyrider forms because of that, yeah.
2 or 3 for
Yeah, that's. I mean, okay. With that mentality, are we treating the faded-looking blade mask as a new form?
we should.
Technically, I
Okay,
guess.
then we will. Then that means I need a whole nother blade with some gold paint or whatever, just to fill that in.
You gotta love the days of like Ichigo when his forms were just, we needed to change the suit a little bit on the set.
Yeah, hold on. We actually lost the whole undersuit. Can we? Yeah, hit up that Adidas store real quick. All right, I think we're good.
Or like a different helmet color for Nigo, which they brought
Yeah.
back for Megamax for some reason. Or I think it's because
And then
there was a
it
reason.
just never showed up again.
I mean, the reason is probably because Sakamoto wanted to.
I think that's part of
True.
it, but also it was the fact that he had that helmet design in a crossover movie in the Showa era where it was those 7 riders. So it was like a cute little nod.
Yeah. I like him with
Oh.
that helmet too. I think it looks cool like that.
Yeah. Differentiates them a better.
Well, I mean, it's also probably a thing of like, only Sakamoto would like fully remember
Exactly.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it probably would not have gotten done without him. Like, I wonder if he went over to, was it Plex?
Yeah.
Is that who makes the suits? He
Yeah.
probably went over there and they're like, hey, we need a new helmet.
For a second,
for Nico.
that's absolutely.
Wait, we have one already.
Oh.
No. I want a new one. Just slightly different.
Spray paint it.
Well, I guess. Yeah.
I don't care, just spray paint it.
I mean, where was that mentality with Blade? Look at his face.
I mean, that
Also,
one's...
hold on. Does that mean we are counting the nasty pants double as a new?
That's a
form?
stage show suit, so...
Yes.
Hey,
stage
it's a
show.
new form. It appeared in the show.
Stage show representation.
We're getting... Okay, listen. CSM Gaim has really changed things. We're literally getting a CSM Maja Lockseed.
I know, and it is incredible. And the faceplates are supposed to double the new Gridon and Bravo ones for the new forms for the Gaim Gaiden. The CSM site says that they are also supposed to be a stand-in for the prototype versions from the Zangetsu play.
Yeah. That's wild.
Which
I knew we would devolve to CSM.
We can't.
Eventually.
it's so amazing. Corey.
I am surprised we waited until 45 minutes into this.
Well,
podcast.
it's fine. I talked about it for literally 20 minutes last night, so.
But no, like I am, like I was always of the mentality that like, okay, there's a good chance that Soto's gonna get to the brand new Zangetsu suit.
Yeah.
But
well, I
the
figured its
prototype riders,
chances.
that's a dream that I don't think will.
Zangetsu Kachidoki is
See the light
interesting
of day.
because I always thought it had a Soto chance just because of the fact that they could have that loophole of it was in Gio's movie. So
You know
Yeah,
what?
but-
You know what? So you know about the Zukan, the official Kamen Rider wiki?
yes, and I love that site so much.
They
Even though I
have
disagree with it in many
They have that
aspects.
Zangetsu Kachidoki form listed, even though they have nothing from the stage play. So I think they're using the same logic you're using.
I've been looking at that site all week since they updated it with the Gaim stuff, and I love that site for all of its pictures. I do disagree with it on multiple different things. But
like the fact that
I do really like
they
it.
have the Showa Rider Lockseed from that one crossover movie, and half of them have like paper cutouts on the cover. We were never meant to have this good of a look at the props, guys.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Wait, what?
I gotta see that. Because I didn't look at the individual Lockseed stuff. But,
You can see what the Ichigo one. It's
yeah.
just like a piece of artwork of Ichigo's face, just kind of glued onto the
that's
front of Lockseed.
that's incredible.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I gotta see that.
Wow.
But speaking of Gaim, before we devolve too far into the CSM stuff,
Yeah.
it is a good segue into the last thing. which I can cover really quick.
Ooh, yeah.
Go for it.
So we are getting a third SHODO Chronicle Gaim set. This one is not retail like the first two, where this is going to be our first premium Bandai set, which we all knew it was inevitable to happen. And here we are. It's starting early. So they are. That looks amazing, by the way. I just saw it in the chat. But the set is going to be this is going to be a premium Bandai set coming out in, I'm pretty sure it was March of 2021, which will complete your main 4 Energy Riders from the show. Not any of the ones from the movies or specials, but just the main ones from the show. Mm-hmm. So Zangetsu Shin was already in set 2. So this set is going to have Sigurd, Duke, and Marika.
Yep.
In their base forms, of course, which are their only forms. So they all look fantastic. Of course, they come with the same Sonic Arrow that is abundant in SHODO Chronicle Set 2, because almost every figure in Set 2 has one, except for Kachidoki.
I do wonder, because I assume they're using the same red sprue. There are 3 Sonic Arrows in that set, right?
I believe, yes, I believe so.
They in the second wave, each one comes with 2 different versions.
Yeah.
Right, I mean,
except for Kachidoki.
There are 3 characters that have it, right?
Yeah, everyone but Kachidoki.
So I do wonder if, like, they're at least reusing that sprue.
Yeah.
It's possible. I mean, because that and this set even, well, actually, I take that back.
You mean like...
I'm trying to think of this...
You mean reusing the sprue as in, like, they're just doing double duty with that one sprue? Yeah, because I was about to say, if it's a sprue with, like, 6 copies of them, that would probably not make sense. But if it's just, we're going to use this mold twice as much, then that makes sense. Because I think Premium Bandai just operates on how many pre-orders they get. I assume.
Yeah, that's always how I saw it too. You know, they make a couple for, like, you know, product samples or whatever, and then they mass produce as many as they get orders for. Which, I mean, I always assume that since why else would they have that pre-order window? Mm-hmm.
Right.
But speaking of pre-orders, though, you can actually pre-order this set on Collectibles right now.
Yeah. So it retails on Premium Bandai for 52-ish.
Yeah.
100 yen. And then Collectibles has it for 80. If you can, don't be a big dumb idiot like me. And pre-order it through your middleman.
I mean, in your defense, Corey, you had no idea that was going to happen. So
I had no idea, but I spooked myself. Ooh, spooky Halloween!
See,
I spooked myself into buying it too early.
I just got lucky because I was definitely going to try to find a way to pre-order it since I'm getting all the Gaim stuff right away. And by the time I woke up the next morning, I already had DMs that were like, hey, it's up on Collectibles. I'm like, well, that solved that very simply.
Like, I was scared that it was all gonna, like, they were just gonna stop the orders or whatever, because, like, they've done it before.
Oh yeah, no, I mean,
like you said,
I wouldn't be surprised.
You guys keep saying that, like, oh yeah, they make as many as they get pre-orders for, but, like, sometimes they say, yeah, we ran out or something.
Oh yeah, there's been multiple items that have had to. I've seen up to at least 3 different pre-order windows for things because of stuff like that, or 3 different batches. Like,
you know what?
Yeah,
that's true. If you missed it on the first run, they do second runs if there are more.
Not all the time, but it seems more often than not. I mean, it depends on what the item is.
It's for popular things.
Yeah,
if it is something everyone wants.
Like the CSM stuff. Honestly, I haven't heard about a second run for the Gaim stuff yet, but I'd be shocked if it hasn't happened already, because, like, that stuff had to have sold last weekend, I imagine. So
yeah,
I mean, it was very pricey, so maybe not, but I don't know.
I mean,
but
if you think in terms of, you know, in Japan, what it goes for, 52-ish.
Yeah, no, the SHODO
like
sets
less than 20 a figure.
Yeah, it's not horrible.
Yeah.
So And that in like
And,
in the
like,
80 on
if
Toy
you're-
Collectibles is including shipping and everything too. So
Yeah, exactly. Shipping, middleman fees, all that stuff.
which if you're able to and you want it, I would highly recommend pre-ordering it from them as soon as possible, so that way we can show them that there's, because they haven't done SHODO premium stuff in quite a while, and so it was a shock to see that they
Yeah.
were going to be doing the Gaim set. So we really got to
The
show them
last
some
time
kind of
was
support.
The Tide Magicians.
Yeah,
that
the Gates
ruined it
and
for everyone.
the Gates and Waz Taimajin set.
Yeah.
So hopefully this does well. I know we were kind of speculating on the streets last night that they might do everything Gaim related because it's very popular, and that could be the case. Maybe they're only going to stick with the Gaim stuff, but it would be nice to see. Hopefully, if they would keep going with Gaim, and hopefully any kind of interest would make them have other stuff.
Did you mention that Toy Collectibles also retroactively put up pre-orders for the first 2 Gaim sets?
Yes, I did see that. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Did they really?
Yeah,
they did.
I think
Okay.
they said something like, "Hey, we're putting up this premium Bandai set, and in case you missed it, we're also doing this."
Yeah, they put up all 3 sets.
Yeah.
Last Sunday. So.
I mean, there might be a renewed interest. I hope.
Yeah.
Or, it also could genuinely just be Gaim sells, so we'll stock the Gaim stuff.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I hope.
The Toy Collectibles.
I feel like we lost. I feel like we lost an opportunity with the golden set, with the golden power set, and like everyone who wanted that already got it elsewhere. You put your pre-orders up way too late, and then and then it's like not
So-
even the main form stuff for the golden.
Yeah,
What
power.
is interesting that I had noticed about last weekend is that Bluefin and Team Kamen Rider and everything, they were talking all about the fact that they were partnering with Toy Collectibles and
Yeah.
GameStop and stuff to bring over the CSM stuff. And while Toy Collectibles is having the premium SHODO set, Team Kamen Rider didn't give any indication that like they were endorsing that or behind that or whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
I assume. Part of me has a feeling that it has to be the case, right? Like,
Well, I mean, not necessarily, because Toy Collectibles puts up basically every single premium Bandai item, regardless if Bluefin's involved or not.
no, it's what is the markup in terms of like the CSM markup?
Okay, so it's actually interesting. So it's cheaper to get.
Whoa,
You good?
sorry, I'm sorry. There is some construction going on in the other room. I don't know what's going on.
Oh,
Okay. Oh, you know what? My dad's hanger fell over because he had too many clothes on it, and now he's putting it back up. I think that's what's going on.
Oh,
here.
okay.
I'm
Yeah.
putting a time code in case you want me to edit that out.
Yeah, sure, it's fine. I don't know. I think
Okay.
it's funny.
Ghost!
It doesn't matter to me.
So to answer your question, Corey, the markup on the CSM stuff. So it's cheaper to get the Bluefin American releases of the CSM stuff than it is to import the Japanese ones. So the only
Yeah, I mean,
Well-
wait, what are you talking about?
well, I was just saying that to start. And so basically it's $100 difference basically.
Interesting.
Because it's $325 for the US release and it's $435 for the Japanese release.
Man, I don't know. It's up in the air. And didn't someone, I think it was Blade Raider, said they found BBTS's listing for SHODO Chronicle Gaim 2 that was less than SHODO Chronicle
Yeah.
Gaim 1, so it might be
I
through
I
Bluefin,
forget who it was that
Oh,
linked it, but
yeah.
there was definitely someone who said this is noticeably more affordable for BBTS.
Yeah, so like,
One thing about the fact that Toy Collectibles put up the first 2 sets is that they put the first 2 up for $80, just like the premium set.
mhm.
So like that also kind of has an indication that they're not coming from Bluefin.
well, like you said, there's $100 markup for token collectibles through Bluefin still, right? So
No, that was $100 cheaper through Bluefin.
Oh, $100 cheaper.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh well, shoot. Okay. Yeah, I guess that would. Damn it. Okay.
The only disadvantage,
whatever.
because I mean, the $100 difference is definitely, I would say, a big advantage. The only slight disadvantage is that you just have to wait an extra month, but like $100.
Yeah,
So,
hey, do you want $100 extra for patience?
right?
It's just like that psychological study where like they sat kids down and were like, hey, I'll give you this one marshmallow now, or if you wait 5 minutes, I'll give you 2 marshmallows. That's basically what's going on.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. So, but yeah.
Come in.
Cool. Love it. That's the sound of, hey, we should end soon.
We probably should.
It's almost an hour, yeah. And Josh needs to get out of here.
Yeah, that's just about all the news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all the news. You guys did chime in on the Discord. We didn't have time to get to it. I'm sorry. It was in the other version.
It was in the
of
director's
this episode.
cut.
Yeah, it's in the director's cut. I don't even know if that'll ever see the light of day.
Three writers, unique mold, soda grain is pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
soda.
yeah.
Soda
It's healthier
great.
than regular soda.
That's right. Yeah, you got a whole grain soda.
Whole grain soda.
Pose.
Seeing as I'm the one editing this, I didn't want you guys to go unnoticed, so let me just give a quick rundown of what you had to say in the podcast topic thread. So just to put it all into context, Corey first said, speculation was pretty fun to record and talk about this weekend, so we're doing it again. We're getting a flood of information this Saturday, so chime in and let us know what you think is coming for SHODO, SHODO, Converge, I guess, and SHODO-CHRONICLE. Because those were the 4 things that we were supposed to get updates on. Onyx Strike says, SHODO, hopefully a glimpse at Saber's form changes. SHODO, a tease at another SHODO-O wave, with, again, hopefully some X8 content in that. As for SHODO, a tease at another SHODO-O wave, with, again, hopefully some X8 content in it. That, or Biohunter Silva, that was teased. SHODO-CHRONICLE, Premium Bandai Ride Vendor, that's not SHODO-CHRONICLE, by the way. So many good predictions, only one of them came true. Dresden Nova says, I don't know what's left for them to put into Book 2 other than Peter or, Hedgehog. Chronicle, give me Aqua, Poseidon, and the CSM forms. Yes! If they do more Ultraman, I want Zet, but that won't be in this post, obviously. Onyx Strike also chimes in to say, oh yeah, if we get more Chodo Ultraman content this weekend, I'm hoping for a new Jugglish Juggler. Yeah, that'd be nice. Jiggy Jaguar is pretty neat. And then we have Morgan Herentuida. I'm just going to say Morgan. Morgan says, I'd like something with Rising Ultimate, maybe for SHODO-CHRONICLE. Also, Poseidon and Aqua. Yes, I don't really have anything to expect for SHODO, except maybe Silva, but I feel like it's a bit too soon. And as for a classical SHODO, either the 2 missing riders, that one general whom I forgot the name of, or other form changes. Oh, okay, so they're referring to Kenzan and Buster, as well as Disast, maybe Zuos. Those 2 are pretty relevant at that point. Let's see. And Corey, of course, chimes in to say that Silva probably wouldn't be in the Kamen Rider blog, although he did appear in Superhero Tyson, so it's possible. Zemoibi, I'm very sorry, I've never read this name out loud myself. I just want more form changes. I know we'll get them eventually, but man, they keep teasing me with this play pattern and doing nothing with it. I agree. We really need to see more of that. There's also a little bit of speculation as to what kind of content that they could reveal for Soto Saber, but we get back to on track as Blade Raider chimes in with "Surprise me by revealing no exclusives." Ha! Also says, if they are so inclined to make more Super 1, I think the Dogma Imperial Guards, sometimes just known as the Dogma Bodyguards, would be fun to make in SHODO-O. They appear in nearly every episode of the first half of the show. They're a trooper type, but there's only like 3 of them, so aim for 3 per case. Oh, they're also a neat-looking trio, so that feels like it's right in Shodo's wheelhouse. Then we have Peacemaker2448 saying, let's see, Soto Buster, because of spoilers, SHODO-O featuring Meme Lord Gem, and Chronicle Gaim announcement related to the Gaiden announcement. Well, 1 out of 3 ain't bad. And a lot of people were saying they wanted Buster. That's very unfortunate, but, maybe soon. Maybe soon. And then Blade Raider ends the discussion by basically saying, I'm going to say no Book 2 this week. It isn't coming out until late November now, so the blog is way too far ahead. You know what? That's fair. And he was also right.
Restart.
Guys, thank you so much for listening. If you like this episode, if you're on YouTube, hit the like button and subscribe if you want to hear more from us each week. If you're on any other podcast hosting platform, rate us. Give us 5 stars on
whatever you do there.
I don't know, man. Just
Positive.
yeah. I mean,
positive feedback.
I gotta be honest with you. If you are listening to this on YouTube, we do kind of technically-ish make more money kind of on an audio version of this. And we are on, I believe, all
Spotify?
major streaming platforms between Spotify, Apple Podcasts,
Anchor.
a lot of them. Yeah, Anchor's where we host it.
Right.
You can listen to it on there, but it's up to you. If YouTube's where you need to be, though, that's fine. I don't mind. But if you want to support us, go to Anchor. Apparently, there's a thing like a donate situation on there. I don't know if people actually used that before. You can if you would like. I would really appreciate it. Also, links is always in the description down below to all the news items, all the pre-orders, all of our social media links. I have a brand new shirt store. Check that out.
You had
and then also there.
You had a really cool Q Ranger design.
I'm very proud of it. I made a Stinger design, and then I accidentally deleted it.
Oops.
No.
Whoops. Yeah, I'll make it again. But then also, hey, there are links in the description to how you can help support the Black Lives Matter movement by donating money, signing petitions, and watching videos, because there's a playlist full of videos that donate their ad revenue to the Black Lives Matter movement. So it's donating money without having money, and that
works.
I do that. That's I don't have money.
It's your favorite word, free.
Free, yeah. Ooh, one of the best words.
Good word.
Also, it's probably too late for this. If you haven't already, go. No, it is too late for this.
Whoop.
If you voted, I'm sure you voted already. If you did, good job. You know what? I'm rewarding you. Awesome job. You voted. For those of you that didn't, maybe you weren't able to vote. Maybe you're not of age yet, and I'm sorry you didn't get to participate in this. But if you didn't vote and you absolutely could have, fuck you. So, guys, thank you so much for listening.
Cool.
Keep it juicy.
Ooh, gotcha. Jump scare.
Henshin. Back on the out.